Very long
2,
seconds.
1.
Yeah, fuck you, Craig. All right, so we're good.
Yeah, I hope they fucking eat it.
Hey,
Of course, the DM has to get the last one.
The last one, far from the
The
last,
last
one.
one. Are we all gonna die?
For this
Well,
campaign.
You might. No, this
How's your
is.
jaw feeling, by the way? I didn't ask.
Oh, it's from the second surgery. It's fine.
Oh,
They
great.
fight. Yeah, just a quick note on that. The first surgery that they did, they fixed this side and they fixed my chin, and then he banded my mouth and never put a plate here because he's an idiot. But he thought the bands would keep this together and it would
And
be
it did
fine.
not.
And it didn't because the bands after a week broke.
Yeah.
So they put a plate here, but they had to rip a tooth out because there was literally a tooth in the top of the break. So they had to tear that out and then put a plate there, and now everything's fine. I should actually have wires in my mouth, but shit happens. Which my doctor's not going to be happy about that, but oh well. It feels fine. I don't know if it's going to feel fine for the next 3 hours, but we'll go as long as we can, and if I have to take a break to go take pain pills, I will. I'll go as long as I can, and I'll let you guys know.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt. Finally, after 4 weeks, our collection of assholes are back to once again try and play Dungeons and Dragons and remember where we left off. Hopefully we have people joining this live. There were actually not quite a few. There was, I could count them on one hand, but there were a couple that was
Hoggers. What's up, chat?
There were a couple.
Chat, by the way.
That were awesome, cool. So anyone that can see, because I don't have chat. If I do chat, then my voice doubles and the recording is all stupid. So anyone that can see it without fucking it up. Also, if we get into like battle sequences, Jake, are you the one that's going to be sharing the screen so that it can actually be seen on the live, or does someone else have to do it?
Garrison, you do it.
Okay, because he's doing the live, someone else has to share the screen.
Yeah,
if I do like a battle map, that way it can be seen on the live. Someone else has to. I can't share mine because then you'll see all my shit. But okay, so
walk me through that when
it's not hard. You see that
right here.
Yeah.
Yep. It would just be on.
And then you'll click
Skype, you click share screen and entire screen, and then you click the window, and then it'll show up on the live, and everyone will see. So yes, where we left off. So we're gonna backtrack a little bit just to remind everyone what happened. So you guys entered the temple. You guys ended up going into that weird, bizarre, giant mimic meat tunnel, as we called it, that turned out to just be a bunch of eyes and then a giant mouth on the ceiling that tried to eat everybody. After a series of complicated moves here and there, you guys were successful at defeating it, and then York ended up discovering a small concrete square at the end of the wall, and when he pushed in the corner, it actually started to ooze because it was literally sealed with the essence of the meat tunnel.
Now I have a cool magnifying glass in my hand.
Yes, and when he actually tried to push his way through it, his hand got a beam shot through it, and when he looked through his hand, everything was magnified. So it literally put a hole straight through his hand that didn't heal and won't heal. But now when he looks through it, it's like a telescope. He can see everything up a lot closer. So yes, just so you're aware, when you took a long rest or attempted to heal, that hole did not close. So it is there, and it's not going anywhere.
The hole and my leg.
And
so we did take a long rest.
I don't believe you. I mean, I might say that you did just for the sake of it, because we stopped for a little while.
Okay.
But Malador ended up football tackling through this concrete block just because that's what he does. In the next room, he discovered a bunch of thieves' cant on the wall that was just a bunch of warnings like she dragged us here, we're captured, beware, shit like that. Just a bunch of warnings and thieves' cant. And then Steven saw a bunch of spells written on the walls, 2 of which stood out to him, which was Raise the Dead and Meteor Storm, written on the right side. Went through another door, and then you ended up in that giant 30-foot diameter hole that was the 4 different staircases that led to the spiral. This is where most of the team was not able to show up. And yes, Garrison, this is where you ended up giving a piggyback ride to Malador, which you can have that conversation with him later. But it was very quickly discovered that the staircase was made out of pure silver, so he wasn't able to go on it without hurting himself. It was also very quickly discovered that it was some weird kind of mind puzzle, where as soon as you entered the staircase, you could no longer see or hear outside the staircase, or from either side. And if you were to enter the staircase after somebody, you'd somehow end up underneath them, or they'd end up above you. Cammy ended up going on, sitting, basically trying to climb her way back up, and couldn't get off the staircase. Sat down and whimpered a little bit. It turned into a slide, and she went all the way down to the bottom, where she then was discovered once again by the actual one. The actual Emissary, who gave you your powers back, so you had to respec your character again. You're welcome. Eventually, everyone made their way down to the bottom. You discovered a very tall, very wide door that was a combat scenario of elves and dwarves actually fighting, and the longer you stared at the door, the more it moved. And you could actually watch like a slow version of this battle taking place, where the swords actually clanged, and then the dead bodies on the bottom of the door would actually start to build and build. Malador found his way through. Cammy found her way through. Steven found his way through. And
Ghost Rider did.
Yorick found his way through. And then Garrison and Vidar were both trapped on the outside for pretty much the entire time. On the inside, there was a long red rug, like the red carpet at the Oscars. And then purple walls, and at the very end of that hallway was a very large portrait of Dorum, but like an evil, dark version, like scary looking. The carpet came to life. I think almost killed Cammy. But
yeah,
Malador,
guys, listen to this shit. I ask nicely.
Malador ended up hacking it down. And then out from that portrait actually came Dorum. Normally he's like 5'8", 5'9". He's got a powerful demeanor to him, but all around a nice guy. The one that walks out of the portrait, like the Ring style, was 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide, had a nasty flail, razor sharp teeth, and then a crown that resembled the Drow Temple, and just deep yellow eyes. And he didn't come out to fight, but he was kind of like in between, like there to talk and there to kill, in between, somewhere in there.
Intimidating.
That part. Malador came up with the brilliant, because he asked why you guys had entered the temple, and then Malador just blurts out that he was there for the Amulet of Shadows. Just blurts it out. We're here to have
nicely.
it.
Nicely.
Dorum actually had it, this version of him, ripped it off his neck, and then to play a little game actually tore the rider out of Malador and gave the rider the amulet. This started a fight with the team. He ended up taking everybody, he ended up taking everybody out except for Malador. Yorick went down, I think Cammy went down, and I believe Steve went down as well.
Me.
He grappled you.
Yeah, he grappled me, knocked Cammy out, and then teleported Steven into a pocket dimension.
Yep.
Leaving only Malador.
Yeah. And then after some failed negotiation, ended up dimension dooring out. The team ended up waking up and making their way through the now empty portrait. On the other side of that was a similar room to the one that you guys had before, where it was the 4 staircases leading into a singular spiral. Only this time it was 4 on each, same 30-foot diameter hole leading to. Oh, and Garrison, just as a side note, as I was playing you, I had you fly all the way down because you were trying to look for the bottom. Couldn't find one. So that's a detail for you, so you don't repeat it. But a same 30-foot diameter room, same 2 platforms on each side, but instead of 2 staircases, it's now 4. And instead of them all leading into one staircase, they lead to 4. So 2 leading to 4. But as you look down over the cliff, the 4 eventually start to like intersect with slanted bridges or just weird tunnel ties. So even though it's 4 separate spiral staircases, they all eventually intersect somewhere. In this moment, I'll say you guys all take a long rest. So go ahead, because we did stop here. Malador ended up throwing a card that opened up another weird dimension. It was just a window hanging in the ether. It was just hanging there, which he ended up going through.
Something cool.
Yorick recognized the area that it opened up to as being one of the puzzles that he went through, not only to awaken his power, but also to commune with his god. And Malador ended up going through it, finding a large mound of treasure and a glass case about this big that had a very, very similar looking electrical fairy type that you guys had encountered before. And once again, he let it out. And but instead of being the annoying depressed, I'm gonna throw a fireball at everything. It ended up attaching to him, kind of like a glove, wrapping around his wrist and his hand and going up his arm, and just electrical current. He came back out the window, and as soon as he came back out the window disappeared. Your Zapharax, did I actually pronounce that right?
You actually got it right. I'm proud of you.
Zapharax came through the portrait to get into the room, came back. They Call Me Rick called through, which got everyone questioning, how did you survive a 300-foot drop? Vidar Darling did not come back.
Yeah, I saw that.
An electrified Nelly came back as well.
An electrified Nelly came back as well, yes. So Malador now having this, okay, choose your words wisely. It's a symbiote. Not that. No movie references.
I won't call it that when I have a name for it.
No movie references. All right. I'm not bleeping anything. But anyway, once he lost the rider, Nelly was no longer like that. No longer on fire and black hooves and all that. Once he got the symbiote and got the electrified, whatever current was going through him, she appeared with that as well, on her hooves and going up her legs. Her eyes are also electrified. But that is where we left off, just to kind of catch everyone back up. So yes, we will say at this point, because you guys were on the platform, Zaphrax came back. They Call Me Rick surprisingly came back. Nelly came back. We will say that you guys just said, fuck this for now, and took a long rest. So go ahead and click that, and we will have you all.
So we will have you take the Ghost Rider stuff off of here
eventually, unless you get it back.
Okay.
So just make a note.
Have a toggle. Has the rider, doesn't have the rider.
Yeah, you really do need like 2 sheets.
Yeah,
that's what I did with. That's what I did with mine, depending on which form I was in before I unlocked my power.
Do I have?
You also did that with Octavius. You had 2.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough.
I had a toggle
slots.
Well, I had 2 separate character sheets for Octavius.
Well, what is this? Well, that's
you had to.
Too. Yeah, I can't.
Because Zenthus was essentially an entirely different character.
Yes, you had to have both. And then Zenthus ended up having like 4 by himself, because depending on the season,
he
would have different shit that he was able to do and not do. So
Yep.
he ended up having like 5 different fucking character sheets, depending on what season it was and what form he was in.
Never again.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens, man. But then
Never
you
again.
turn around and make Yorick, where he's literally Warlock and
Bare
fucking
bones.
Cleric.
Yeah.
So you end
It's
up
easier
with
to
2.
keep track of 2 than 5.
But he could end up having more too. Yorick could end up having more too.
Hey, because I have my Hellfire chain, does that mean I get to pick a new double? Because that was my double.
Yes.
Awesome.
Just remember, if you do get the rider back, whatever you choose now gets taken
Will be
over
fine.
by that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Got you.
Because that was your original. But yes, for the sake of that,
I can have a new double. Awesome.
you can have a new double.
I'm gonna
And
wait
now-
to pick until I find out what I have.
I was gonna say I didn't add anything of the symbiote, and I
know.
don't plan to yet because there's a reason for that. But yes, we're gonna you guys. So I'll slow it down once again. You wake up on another platform. So between the portrait that you all came through and the edge where you can actually look down at all these weird staircases, it's about a 30-foot platform, flat. There's no holes in it or divots in it or cracks in it. It literally just smooth like ceramic. So not comfortable to sleep on, but you all end up sleeping anyway. So it's a 30-foot diameter hole. On the other side is another 30-foot slant. The wall over there looks completely blank. Like if you turn around, you can still see the blank portrait even on this side of the room. If you look across there, it's just a wall. There's nothing over there indicating a door or a space, but you guys have kind of figured out how this temple works by now. And then the 4 staircases on this side, each one is about, I'd say, 5 feet apart from each other. Yes, Malador, they are still silver, which you can feel just by being in close proximity to it. And then it's adjacent staircase. They connect, spiral down, connect, spiral down. And then if you look over the cliff, eventually all 4 of them start to intersect together. And I mean, the one to the right eventually intersects with the one all the way on the left. The middle intersects. These 2 intersect. They all do this eventually. They all intersect somewhere. But that is where you guys wake up, is with the bigger by the and for those of you who didn't watch it, Zaphrax is bigger, went from a wormling to a young dragon, so she is even bigger now. I believe as a wormling it was like a 5-foot space she took up. Now I think it's like 10 to 15. She's much bigger. It should give you the statistics on your extras of how big she is. If not, you can Google it. But she is a much bigger dragon now.
Nelly's gonna need a new character sheet.
Nelly will, actually, yes.
Yeah.
But this is where you all wake up. Garrison, obviously, aside from you, you take your 4-hour just relaxing, not doing shit, staring out into the what have I gotten myself into, and you're fully rested.
He's a large creature.
That's what I love about Malador, though, is he changes so much. I do love that.
Well, you kind of like force my hand into it sometimes.
I love change.
But I'm
I
okay
have
with
never
that.
forced anything.
I am
and you just keep
I am a hand of chaos for this campaign.
So
I need to play my role.
After I do my 4 hours, I'm gonna wait, and then right before everyone else starts waking up, I'm gonna go over to Malador, and I'm going to put my steadfast glaive across his chest and activate it. And then I'm going to slap him awake.
Hey, what?
And I'm just gonna look at him.
Garrison.
And
What?
I'm like, are you an idiot? Like, can you not be your own self for 30 minutes before you ask some other random creature to just join you? Like, what is wrong with you? You go into a strange dimension.
If it makes
open
you
up a
feel any
strange box
better.
and you let this strange thing, you don't even know what it is, attached to you. I'm gonna slap
off
him
of me.
again.
So Garrison, as you're looking down, like smacking him, you see on his right hand, it's literally like a fingerless boxing glove that you would wear at the gym, but it is all manner of different colors, just electrified, collecting into the center of his palm, and then spreading out all over his hand and working his way all the way up to the shoulder. But after it gets past the elbow, it is one single blue electric line that
It's
just
this
stops
arm.
at the base of his neck. Oh, it's your left arm. That's
It's
right.
this arm.
I thought it was his
And-
shark form arm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how you
permanently
describe it.
shark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
permanently shark form. Yeah.
It's one single blue line that stops at the base of his neck, and then once it gets to the elbow, it literally spreads out into all colors and goes
Yeah.
straight to the fingernails, and then like a collection little ball right here on his palm, but the ball doesn't come off the surface. It's just right there.
So as
The taser.
I stare at him, and then I start I grab his that sword that he has like this weapon. I grab his shotgun and I throw it to the side. I grab his deck of cards. I go to throw it, and then I think about it. I just gently place it on the ground because don't
Yeah,
want to
smart
activate
one, idiot.
those.
Are you
Look
done?
at all these. Look at all these. And then I take the glaive, like a foot from the actual blade. I twist it so it separates the blade part from the handle, so the handle stays on his chest. And I take the blade, and I just angle it on where his arm meets his shoulder.
Mhm.
I go, if I cut this arm off right now, and I took all of your weapons away, you're pretty much powerless, right?
You could try.
Not to interrupt.
Yeah.
Do you let the blade touch his shoulder?
No. I'm just hovering it above.
'Kay.
So, Malador, I'm asking you,
What?
if I cut this arm off, I took all your weapons away.
I need my dice.
Are you powerless right now?
I have no idea.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Why do you collect all these things?
Because I like to feel like I can do things and help people. I'm changing. I don't know if you knew that, but you weren't in there when I was fighting the Rider. I could have chose to kill every single one of you. He wanted me to. And I chose to save you guys. I chose to stand and fight for you.
Why
Yeah,
are you guys yelling?
Why
Time
was
is
he
up.
there in the first place?
I was with you.
No,
why-
Garrison was on the other side of the door. He did not see any of that.
No.
The
Why
ones that
was
did
the-
were Steve, Cammy, and York.
No, why was the Rider even with you in the first place?
Because I picked it up to get stronger.
Right. You picked it up to obtain power. Do you remember way back in Salvetti, when you lost your wear form? What did I say to you?
I don't remember.
I said, you had the potential to be a great warrior as you were. That is what I said. You were so focused on getting your wear form back, and I told you to focus on yourself to be an awesome and amazing warrior. You still have that potential, but you try to obtain all these powerful items when you can just be powerful yourself. This right here, and I point to his head. I was like, as long as you got that, you can be powerful. Not all this stuff. And now you got another creature that could take advantage of you, just like the Ghost Rider did, attached to you. You have no idea what this creature is going to do to you. No idea.
You're right, Garrison. You're right, Garrison.
And then of course I'm right. I'm always right. I deactivate my handle, I attach my blade, and I just walk away in a huff.
That is actually funny. Garrison is usually right, but I didn't want to say anything.
Was
Start
that about
slowly
the
gathering the items. He slowly gathers his items back.
Gotcha. By the way,
Feeling
Garrison,
guilty now.
hold on, because your long rest got interrupted because he took his 4 hours and then woke you up.
Well, no, I said I waited like at least 6 hours and waited till like everyone like kind of it was like towards the end
Okay,
of the long rest. So
He did say
gotcha.
that.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So yes, everyone is successful.
Thank God, because I was at 7 health.
So
Good morning.
during all of this, Yorick, you were closest to Malador. So the moment Garrison smacks him the first time, you get woken up. Cammy, you get woken up near like the end of the speech. Pretty much as you come to. Garrison has his weapon apart and he's got the one thing down and he's like, if I take all this away, you're powerless. That's where you wake up. And then Vidar, you wake up like right at the end. As Garrison's walking away and putting his weapon back together, you come to. So you like miss all of it.
Cool.
You wake up to him being pissed off, basically.
Well, Garrison's angry again? Why?
Good morning. Always something.
Another beautiful day.
What's up with you? Why does your voice sound like that? You sound weird.
I just woke up.
Yeah. Everyone's voice sounds different when they wake up.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially when their sleep was interrupted.
I wonder why.
Would it be too
What
much to
time?
ask Garrison to make some eggs? I like how he makes eggs.
Do we have
Garrison
eggs?
is a good cook.
We don't have eggs.
We
Do
cooked
any
that
of us
turkey that
actually
one
know how
time.
to cook?
I cooked that turkey one time.
I make a
You know how to-
mean bowl of cereal. You won't believe.
My mom taught
I
me
caught the
some
last
stuff.
bowl on fire.
Cammy grew up.
I
Cammy,
left
you
it
grew
in the
up on a
oven
farm,
too
right?
long.
Yeah.
You.
So I know
Cammy
how
knows how
to.
to cook. Can
I
you make
do.
eggs?
You're
I
gonna
can.
touch
I
the
can.
touch the
But
arm.
we don't have any eggs.
You're gonna touch the arm?
Yeah. Just fine.
Which part?
The blue part.
So the one single strand?
Mm-hmm.
So as you put your finger down on it, it splits into two. Your finger doesn't actually touch the strand, but it only splits into two around your finger.
Now.
It's like a reverse plasma ball.
You touch your palm?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because you said there was a little ball there, right?
Yep. Well, it's not. It doesn't come off the palm though. It's flat. It's just a circle where it all seems to gather in. But as you touch, it doesn't do anything.
You just start thrusting his arm out. Go, Webb, go.
Nothing. You guys are just watching him do like weird arm acrobatics trying to activate this thing. It's not.
I'm talking to Cammy about what she can make with what we have right
Oh,
now
yeah.
to eat.
What do you guys have
What
to eat
do
right
we
now?
have? I have nothing.
It's been a while since Malador's eaten.
All right, everybody, dump your packs out onto the ground. We'll find something. Slowly.
Oh,
looks
Malador
over
has
York's
food.
dragon.
Malador has like 2 days of rations.
I mean, you all have rations because
I
you've
know,
been.
But
I'm
it's just like rations.
Yeah, you've been making a point to eat pretty much everywhere you go, but right now it's just the rations. It's just the water and bread. Is all everyone has.
Water and
I
bread.
have deer toes, I think.
I can make some
Oh, there he is.
wet bread.
Yep.
I have.
Oh wait, I
dragon
gave
balls.
away my deer toes.
Yes, you did.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
Oh, wait, there
They're
was
still there.
the storm giant meat. Wasn't that a thing?
Did you guys chop up the storm giant?
Yeah, because I ate a little bit, right? Because
thought
I
it
was
was a
high.
That is true. So who collected the storm giant meat?
I think it was
One of
Malador.
you did.
Yeah.
One of
Really?
I
you did.
definitely
It's not
did
in
not
my-
save any.
It's not in my inventory. So
You guys may have
it
just
Probably
eaten
not.
it there. You may have just eaten it there. I don't know if
So-
any of you actually gathered any of it.
What's
We
going
just straight
on
up
right
murdered
now?
a storm giant and just
So,
ate him right there.
Garrison threatened Malador because
So-
of the arm thing.
Steven, to catch you up real quick, because I think you watched the episode to educate yourself, but that's fine. So they went through the empty portrait of Dorum, and they ended up in another room where now instead of 4 staircases, there's 8, 4 on each side. Same 30-foot circular room. Zafrax came back bigger. Nelly came back electrified instead of on fire. They call me Rick came through, and you all took a long
an
rest,
idea.
so you can take a long rest.
Don't
no.
I get any cool
I don't
things.
like that.
Yeah, Malador now on his left arm, rather than having signs of the rider, has like a weird electrified glove that travels up to the elbow and then a single line that goes up the shoulder and connects to his neck. You wake up in this room with all of your friends and allies, to Garrison literally like hovering over Malador, threatening him. That is where everyone came to. But yes, you can take a long
A
rest because
weird motivational speech.
yes. But that is just a
I'm
quick catch
pointing a
up.
sword at you. You can do power. You have power.
Yeah.
Just not right now.
Just not right now, because I've pinned you to the ground and thrown away all of your powerful items.
Yes. So
I'm
it
taking
like
advantage of your
he's
weak
like the
state.
reverse. He's like the reverse He-Man. Instead of going up in the air, he goes down to your throat. He's like the
Instead of
reverse.
saying I have the power, you have the power.
You have the power. Yes. Instead of shooting it up into the sky, he literally sucks it out of you into his sword. You have the power. But yes. So what? Okay, so you guys have so basically none of the cloud giant meat was taken. If none of you have it in your notes, then no one took any. I know you ate some, but I don't think anyone gathered any of it. So you have water and bread. That's all the food you've got.
Surely I can just make some with my
I can
spells.
prestidigitation it to make it taste like egg.
I was gonna say, does anyone have that spell that creates food and water?
No.
No, I have polymorph.
Me too.
I can
Just
polymorph.
polymorph
No,
someone
wait,
into a chicken and eat them.
no, that wouldn't work.
So wait, what if I
Okay,
can
okay,
I just absorb elements and absorb
Y'all ever
nutrients
taste
from the
goat?
ground?
okay, so we have to go straight into survival mode. Who's the first that we eat? Who do we eat first? Who's the
Malador,
weakest
he
link
has
in
the
here?
most meat.
Definitely the goat. Definitely
No,
the goat.
not
because
the
that's-
goat.
It's the
that's
goat.
Not the goat. No,
It's
That's
the goat.
the goat.
It's
That's
the
the,
goat.
he
that's
can
the
make cheese.
There are
least
two
morally
goats. One
That
of
is-
them
that is
is
true.
wrong
expendable.
thing. That
He
is the
can make
least
cheese.
morally wrong thing. No, it's not about expendability. It's just I'm looking at it from a moral standpoint. He looks like a goat.
If it's about expendability,
Wow.
then I
We
guess
keep
Cammy be the first
Steven, we
hero.
eat the other one.
Sir.
Well,
I love
no,
how we're
I
just
mean,
He didn't
Greg
know
arguing
what
over who we,
sushi, right?
Greg is still here. He's alive. You just
Greg got eaten by Vernon. Greg with 2 G's is done. He already got eaten.
I'm talking about fuck, what's his name?
They call him Rick.
Okay.
Rick. Yeah, I'm talking about Rick. We're eating Rick. We
Oh,
can
fair
eat
enough.
Rick.
I don't know if we can.
I mean,
We
this
can eat-
I
man
don't know if he'll
survived
die.
a more than lethal fall. I don't think we can
Garrison,
eat Rick.
very weird for you as you wake up. It starts to set in real when everyone's talking about food. It starts to set in real quick of how long it's been since you fed. You don't feel a thing.
Yeah, I have also noticed that there's not a lot of drow in this drow temple. Thought there were going to be more enemies.
Oh,
Does
God,
seem
what
a
would
bit
that be?
more
It's not
empty
like
than
Sunday,
it should
so
be.
it's like,
Make a
not
history check,
Thursday.
Garrison.
Mhm.
I'm
Make
just
a history
searching
check
around
for
for
me
that
since you
thread.
brought it up.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
ask
gonna have
something
to-
to DMs,
Okay.
Mister.
I have to
Fuck
roll
with it.
this on Beyond because actually I left my dice in the other room. I'll get it in a sec.
How dare you?
You know.
My God. First Vidar throws all of his away. Now you leave yours in the other room.
Oh, they're in the basement. I
That's
gotta
not
go
that
get them. I forgot when I brought my computer upstairs.
What did you roll, sir?
I got an 11.
Okay. It wasn't a hard DC. You know from just basic limited knowledge that drow live underground.
Mhm.
That's so as you're looking around for all the drow and saying that out loud, you're like, aha.
Yeah, but I mean, you would think they would have some defending the tower.
Wasn't
And
that
with
what
as
the
much
Blessed Ball
noise that
was?
we've made, It does seem very suspicious.
I literally just Malador was like,
if memory does serve, sorry to interrupt you, but didn't the king ask us not to destroy the tower? Right?
Probably.
Part of it was like
With as little damage as
19.
possible.
as little damage as
blow a
possible.
hole in the roof of the tower.
As little damage as possible. If people had to die, then fine, but try not to, because he didn't want to start a war between the Empire and the Drow, because the Drow were a huge part of the economy. And believe it or not, they are. They're actually, from your small amount of time in the Empire, they are one of the large. Like you saw some Drow out there, especially when night fell. You saw a few out there. A couple of them were in the Colosseum watching the shows, but they are the largest population of the Empire. Most of them don't live in the Empire at all. But yes, he did ask. Yeah, and then Malador goes and blows a hole in the top of the temple.
To clarify.
I'm trying to find where the quest mission was posted so I can double check it. There it is.
Yeah.
If the Drow have a temple and they live under the ground, because they're like elves but like evil, I think.
No. Drow are not. Drow are, yeah, well, yeah, no. Drow are not evil.
I know.
Oh, okay, this is Cammy.
This is in
Cammy.
character.
Got you. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
And why would they have a tower that goes into the not underground? It goes into the up.
Because
Udar, we need to speak alone.
Okay.
That's a very good question, Cammy.
Yes, very good. I am going to step over here because my expertise is needed. Yes, Malador?
Hey.
So the only thing that the quest log mentions is either those taken are saved, secured, and returned home in whatever condition they're currently in, or the Empire will have to go to war with the Drow community and the temple destroyed. That is to be avoided if at all possible, given the fact that there are more Drow in the Empire than any other race, and this would be devastating to our way of life. So it doesn't say that we can't damage the temple. However, I would advise against damaging the temple.
It wasn't mentioned in the scroll, but he did say it out loud during the meeting that y'all had.
Didn't you just read? Didn't it just say to avoid damage to the tower?
We should probably avoid damage to the tower. They're having a sidebar.
Udar.
What's up?
I think Rick is your dad.
No.
Think about it.
Okay, I'm gonna be right
Who
back.
else? Hold on. Think about it, Vidar. Who else do we know
Garrison's
that
just
could
going to get that.
survive some shit like that?
Fake Xander surviving an explosion point blank. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like
he did say
Garrison told me to think, so I thought, damn it.
Garrison told me to think,
he
so
yells
I
that.
thought.
Garrison
told me to think, so I thought.
As that echoes through the chamber, Cammy yells back, "Good for you!"
We're talking about, they call me Rick, we need to keep our voices down. But that makes a lot of sense.
That's
and that
saying.
Scares me.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But,
okay.
I mean, he
how does
did
this
say
feel?
that he would keep an eye on you.
That's I was just about to say that. He did say.
You want to touch this?
What? Do I hear a zip? Is he pulling out his penis?
No, he's holding up he's holding up his hand that's covered in electricity.
I know.
Can you hold this for a sec?
Not particularly.
I want to know what it does.
You hear zip.
All right. I'm going to.
And the ground shakes.
I'm going to just kind of touch his arm.
Yeah.
Where?
On where he has the little thing on his hand.
Oh, the middle?
Yeah, the new thing he got, the creature.
You're touching the palm?
Yeah.
Where it all gathers?
Yeah.
7d4 of electric damage.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Vidar.
Ooh.
9.
Okay. So, Malodor, you want to roll this or should I?
I want to roll it.
Okay.
New toys, new toys.
I need 8d6.
Oh no.
And at the same time, while he's rolling this, Vidar, as you touch it,
Garrison's gonna be mad.
at the same time, Vidar, as he's rolling this, as you put your finger to the palm of his hand, the same assortment of different colored electricity wraps onto your hand and flows up your arm.
It's contagious.
Only the line that passes by your elbow is green and attaches to the base of your neck.
Are we becoming Power Rangers?
What the fuck is happening?
Oh fuck!
How many did you say?
Bread eggs.
How many did you say?
8.
How many?
Vidar is being electrocuted. 8d6
Yeah, Vidar.
lightning damage.
Malodor
after
got
failing a
Vidar
wisdom
to
save.
touch the electrical ball thing in his palm.
All right, I'm gonna cut off Malodor's arm.
Well, no, this is in their sidebar. We're still over here eating bread eggs.
It was at his own discretion. 28.
I trusted you after you did a smart thing.
Okay.
Wait, what smart thing?
He did yell. Garrison told me to think,
28
so
damage.
I thanked or whatever.
28 points of electrical damage, and your arm is now covered in the same multicolored electricity that.
But it's green.
But the one line that goes from elbow to the base of your neck is green. It's on your right. It's on your right hand, so not your left hand where you still have the charred fingertips, but your right hand. And it wraps around your hand, kind of like a fingerless boxing glove at the gym, and you get the same glow on your palm.
What the fuck?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what it does.
Oh god, I almost shit my pants. I almost shit my Malodor. I almost shit my pants.
Malodor, you go to cast on your identify on your left arm, and it's gone. Not your arm, but the symbiote is gone.
Oh.
It transferred.
I cast identify on his arm.
Okay. Are we just passing this around? Is that what's
I'm
happening here?
Back.
Give it to
It's herpes. It's herpes.
It's herpes.
I love diseases.
That's the name of this video.
Right,
Malodor gave everybody
High five, Vidar. I want it back.
I want it back.
What is this thing? I'm gonna just kind of check it out as it crawls up my arm. What does it do?
Hold on a sec. I'm thinking really hard about it. The spell's working.
What does Nelly look like now that Malodor doesn't have it?
Nelly is just back to a beautiful pale blue majestic horse.
Horsey.
Interesting.
I do not trust that horse. Why is it blue?
That could have brought.
Hold on, do I feel a connection with Darling at all with this thing on my arm?
You do.
Is she near?
You actually, with this thing on your arm, somehow you are able, kind of like a GPS appears in the middle of your brain. You are not only able to feel her exact location, but you can feel the telepathic connection between the two of you. And you can feel that she is about 10 miles away. which is
10 miles away.
Which is way outside your normal range.
Is
GPS
I'm gonna say,
booster.
darling,
Yes.
you good?
I'm lost. Where are you? Nope. I got you. On my way.
Dope. Cool.
Give me my thing back.
Hold on. Darling's using it to find me.
Father, I can suddenly see a lot better, and everything is colorful. Is that weird?
No, that's perfectly normal. I think something happened that's actually pretty cool.
If I'm not mistaken, owls are colorblind, which Tyler can.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what that's like. So she is. Owls are colorblind. She's all of a sudden seeing color, which is like
an amazing feeling, by the way.
And not only is she asking you, "Is this weird?" But like, you can not only feel her location and the telepathic connection, like you can feel her heartbeat, you can feel her anxiety, you can feel everything.
Oh.
They're not completely colorblind. They just have limited color vision.
Okay. Which is very different for Vidar. Like you're feeling all of this. You've never felt it from her before. You've never felt it yourself before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Vidar? Keep it.
Okay. Okay.
You're also able to tell exactly how long it's going to take her to get there.
So it literally is Apple Maps in my head.
Basically.
Vidar, the only thing I can say is don't let it convince you or control you.
I will try my damnedest.
Okay.
That shit fucking hurt, Mal.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I really didn't.
But I'm with my other hand. I'm not gonna touch it with my palm.
You want
with the other hand.
Hold on. Just hold it out a roll.
Why not?
Vidar, you did watch Malador touch the palm of his own hand, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna touch him with the palm of my hand.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, here you go.
My other hand, I'm gonna just pat him on the back and be like, "That was very smart. We will definitely keep an eye on Rick."
Yeah.
On me, Rick, and I'm going to take what he is giving.
What are you giving him?
A joint.
A joint? Okay.
Vidar is gonna kill the next person he shakes hands with.
Could you imagine that's how he finishes off the BBEG?
Vidar, do you take the joint and smoke it, or do you just take it?
I'm going to take it, and I'm going to tell Malador, I'm going to be like, I'm going to save this for when we have another downtime, because we're in a fucked up place, and I need to...
I don't blame you. Yeah, save that shit.
I save it for later, and I'm going to put it in my pocket.
Okay.
534 uses.
God.
Right.
Now, if you get the bread to water consistency right, it does actually have the texture, weirdly, of eggs. So, if you guys want some, I've been prestidigitationing the flavor of eggs.
Talking about eggs.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys want to? Do you want me to throw a card to get us out of here? Because it's how we got out of here the last few times.
Not.
Let's hold off on that for now.
Okay.
We don't.
Last resort.
We still gotta find all the hostages.
Yeah.
Hostages? Oh yeah, your dad's in here.
Yeah, your dad.
My dad.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
I just totally forgot. I'm so sorry.
Oh right, the mission. Oh.
My mind cleared. My mind cleared a lot when the rider left.
All about that.
The rider was really one-track minding me.
We even had a conversation earlier about the quest.
Literally, like 2
everything
seconds
kind of
ago.
went dark after the rider left.
You should get that looked at.
Valid.
We should get that looked at.
Anyway, so what should we do from here?
Leave.
Downstairs?
And find people.
Well, we gotta keep going down, I guess.
I mean, we've already come this far.
Is the hole still on the roof, by the way?
You guys can't see it from this room.
Should we, instead of just traversing down this trap-filled tower, just land at the base of the facility? And
blow a hole in the side?
no,
Why did
no
we
more.
do that?
Yeah, no more holes in the
Is
building.
there a door?
There is, yeah.
I mean, the front door's always trapped.
Well,
Because the
This
last
is like
time
a
you made a
church.
hole in the building, it worked out so well. As Yorick
People
limps
come
away.
here,
Oh, yeah, my bad about
worship
that one. We got out.
because like it just seems like this tower is just all just traps and illusions and everything like that. At least if we go down to the main building, it might still be those, but at least we're closer to where we need to be.
Well, all right, yeah.
That's very fair.
You guys are talking about going backwards?
Are we
Well,
going
at least
down, or are we leaving?
going. I want to leave through the hole in the roof, back onto. Excuse me.
I can't fly anymore.
No, but you have Gladys. She can grab you.
True.
Yeah, guys, it would be unfair to the drow who built this temple if we just took a shortcut.
Nope.
Are you clapping? Cat?
All these
Well,
traps
I don't think
for nothing.
I don't think they meant for people to come in the top. That's not how buildings work.
We just made roof access, that's all.
Yeah.
Just gave him a sunroof. You know, those drow that
Yeah,
are
drow
in the
love the sun.
sunlight. Yeah, here's your new sunroof.
It can be fixed.
You guys do recall there were figures walking around on that path.
Mhm.
Could have just like talked to them.
Oh, I
I'm sure
think
they were just
we
here to,
started
like,
in the tower because
pray.
that's where we assumed the prisoners were going to be held.
But we've already triggered so many
Oh.
traps. I doubt they're gonna be like, oh well, yeah, sure, come on in.
Well, that and
Well, we didn't
actually, yeah,
ask.
never mind.
Yeah,
Never
we
mind.
might as well fight.
But you just did
I
a
would-
thing where you asked someone and it turned out okay.
Yorick, make an
didn't.
intelligence check for me. That way I can
Damn
see
smart.
if I can give this away or not.
Intelligent. Let's not use the cursed dice. Let's use the better one.
I have Mimir still. He's gonna
Yeah, no, I don't
grab
know
Mimir.
shit. That's a 3.
Okay. Never mind. I
Hey,
speak.
Mimir, how you think we get out of here?
I speak good GUD.
Get good.
I speak good GUD. Mimir is snoring.
Oh, he didn't answer?
He is snoring. When you lift him
Hey.
up and talk to him, he is snoring.
Wake up!
Fishy, why are you sleeping?
Why are you sleeping?
Are we going out the way we came in, or are we going downstairs? Because we're burning
I mean,
daylight. I don't know. We're inside.
if we go down the stairs, we need to stay together.
But we didn't even when we went. People went
Yeah,
together
we
with us.
might as well throw a card.
What happens if we go in and we're like holding hands or we tie a rope around each other?
Do we have rope?
I don't.
All right. Well,
I just
why
kind
don't we
of
put
assumed
this
that like
to
adventurers.
a vote to the group? All those in favor of either continuing down the stairs or trying to go a different route at a different part of the building.
Or we use a card.
Nope, only 2 options. So all those in favor of just continuing down the stairs, say aye.
Aye.
Worked last time.
I guess.
Sure, yeah.
Just
That's-
make sure
that's
you have
4.
shoes on, Malador.
Yeah, I don't know why you walk
You
around
know what?
barefoot.
I have an idea.
Rick's
You
gonna
want to
raise
use
his
my
hand.
shoes? Are definitely too small.
I'll go for stairs.
Valador.
Right, I forgot you're here.
Try to forget that I'm here too. You guys are weird.
You're part of the party now. They call me Rick. Can I call you they?
So are you gonna carry me, Garrison, again? Is that? Are you gonna carry me? Because I can't fucking fly anymore.
Put on shoes.
I don't have shoes.
I have shoes.
Not that
You
they're
want my
gonna
shoes?
fit. They're not gonna.
They're
I don't want
sandals.
your I don't want your shoes.
I would loan you mine, but mine kind of shrink when they get too far away from me.
Garrison just picked me up.
I mean, if you want to ride on Zathurax, you can.
Oh yeah, we have a
take
dragon.
Rick's
You can
shoes.
That
ride on.
thing's gonna fucking eat me.
We
No,
can
she
only be so
wouldn't.
lucky.
I reached my
She's so
hand near it.
kind.
No, she wouldn't.
I reached
mean-
my hand near the dragon.
You also have Nelly, but horses have a hard time going downstairs. You put your hand near the dragon?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, which one of you wants to roll animal handling?
Not me.
Who's the
Well, what's
owner
your
of
animal
the-
handling?
Is DB
one.
still with me too? By the way.
Yes, DB's still with you.
Okay, because I've got a 4.
Even after all the bullshit never left your side.
After having Rick
I wouldn't ride that thing
repetitively-
either.
Does anyone actually have rope?
No.
I probably do.
Oh, that's a 6.
Because I have a thing.
It's a 6.
I'm gonna get bit.
Okay. Roll an attack for Zathurax.
Yeah, I got
Roll low, roll low, roll low.
Well, you're in luck. You have the one person in the party that rolls low every
I
time.
know. If you roll high, it's fucking fate that I just need to
Yeah.
die.
He'll get a natural 20.
All right, so I feel like she would immediately try to bite.
Yes.
So let's roll to hit.
Mhm.
There's no fucking way that's a nat 20.
What's the
Show
boat?
it.
What's the boost?
The dice understand
Oh,
setup.
I was
Show
just gonna say
It
one's
doesn't
gonna
matter
be a
what the
nat
plus
20.
is. It's
Yeah,
a
you're
nat
right.
Picture of it. Take a picture of it and put it in the group if the camera can't get to it. Oh, hell yeah.
It's a fucking nat 20.
Roll
That's
damage.
the only
Let's-
nat 20 I am rolling the entire session,
Oh.
and it's on Malador.
Yeah, if you guys
I'm
can't
not using
if you
my
guys
phone
can't
like
move your
this.
cameras like that, if you guys get natural 20s on things like this, take a picture of it, send it to the group.
That's bullshit.
There's a. Oop, that's all right. It's not the D8.
All right, Malador, here, take this rope, tie it around you, and I'll swing you below the stairs.
No, absolutely fucking
I have
not.
I might have a better
Uh,
idea.
14 piercing
Oh, I
damage
didn't say it was a good idea. It's
plus
just something that I wanted to do.
that's a D8 of acid damage.
What
It's
did
a
I miss?
yo-yo.
Who's a yo-yo?
You double the acid
Malador.
too.
3.
Oh. Are we attacking Malador or is
No,
are we...
seven.
Zathrax is.
Kill the dragon.
Oh.
He tried to
So
pet the
and then
dragon.
7. 7
Roll
acid
that.
damage to
Which you double.
14.
So 28. 14 piercing, 14 acid, 28 damage.
Kill the dragon. Kill the dragon. Kill the dragon.
Malador. Cute.
Malador
Well,
went to try and
probably
pet the
spooked her.
dragon. Malador went and tried to pet the dragon after saying that he could ride the dragon, and she bit him.
God. This is his own fault.
Just hold on to.
Come
the
here.
rope,
Come here.
And I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh yeah, no, like after she bites him and you say come here, she kind of nestles into you, but like her acid is still frothing and dripping and like hitting spots on the ground. But you notice as her acid touches this weird flat ceramic surface, it doesn't even burn holes in it. It just smokes and dissipates.
You have to be
Oh.
nice to them.
Is this is it like
I am.
ceramic tile?
It's kind of it's like glossy and flat with no discernible. There's no bumps or anything in it. It's just
I
a
think we
flat
lost Cammy.
Can
surface.
I
Eh?
Oh, she's here.
Out.
Can I take
Not
like
on my
the
end.
butt of my
Oh.
glaive and like kind of like smash down on the tile? Can I break a couple pieces?
We just said we
You
were
can
going to
try.
avoid doing property damage.
Do a strength.
Strength, just a strength check or?
Either, well, it depends on what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to actually cause damage, you can either do a strength check or you can actually roll to hit,
I mean,
like
yeah,
you would if you're trying to smash through a door.
yeah,
Depends on how aggressive you want to be.
I'll roll to hit.
Okay.
It's gonna be
And yes,
plus-
even though it's a floor, you still have to bypass its AC. Everything
Yeah.
has an AC.
Was
so
Cammy
that's
trying to
gonna
say
be
something? to
24.
Maldor? You were lagging out.
Okay, roll your
I was
damage.
trying to do something. And
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, he walks over.
So, well, Garrison's attacking the floor now, and he has the rope. So,
No, he
One
handed it to
second.
Malador.
1 second. 16 damage.
Okay.
well, it's one on each end, I guess.
So, Cammy, as you're trying to get this whole rope situation going, you see Garrison just kind of look down as he's holding the rope and put his glaive up and just smash it into the ground to the point where you can feel the vibration hit underneath your feet. The whole entire group, this entire 30-foot platform, you guys feel vibration just blowing through it. Kind of like ripples on water, as if you threw a big rock in the water and then the ripples go. Like they're heavy, heavy vibrations.
Is
No
it
damage
enough
to the floor.
like jar us around?
Not real. It's not like earthquake, but it is enough to you like feel it. It's not something that you can ignore. It's you notice it's there. It feels like ripples underneath your feet. Now, Garrison, it didn't crack it, but you do see like an indent from the bottom of your staff, which acid didn't go through the ground. But the amount of damage that you did, it left the circular indent, just no cracks.
I'm gonna give it another go. I'm gonna just try and break off a couple pieces if I can.
Okay.
I'll give it one more go. If it doesn't, then I'll give up.
Break you off a piece.
Yeah.
Of that ceramic
that
tile.
Kit Kat floor. Yeah.
Kit Kat floor.
The 28.
Yes.
It's gonna be another 16 damage.
Okay. So once again, this time it actually does feel like literal waves underneath your feet. Like this time it does. You guys, the entire group, all of you, you actually lift about a half an inch off the ground as you feel these vibrations going underneath your feet. Just very, very briefly, you lift up and then you go back down. Then you lift up and then you go back down. Garrison, as you hit it a second time, you see a spider web, like a windshield when a rock hits it. And there, as you're looking, like none of them crack or break out of the ground, but there are about 3 good-sized chunks that if you jimmy them out.
Yeah. So I want to jimmy him out, and I want to give him to Malador.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me
The floor.
give me
Isn't it made of silver?
Give me a dexterity check.
No, that's the stairs.
That's,
Oh.
yeah. Why are
Dexterity.
we giving Malador the floor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He has an
There's-
idea.
I have an idea. Jesus.
He has a
You
light bulb
making
above his
shoes?
head, guys. He has a light bulb above his head.
That's gonna
No,
be
that's a fan.
15.
Okay. So you're
You
able to
making
work.
me
You're
shoes?
able to work 2 of the 3 out. The third one that you try ends up as you pull these out, they feel like they're solid. The first 2 that you pull out, they're literally about a half an inch thick, and you get so it's about a half an inch thick, and you get pieces that are about that big. One of them breaks off in like a weird jagged triangle. One of them breaks off in a perfect square that has some pieces missing from the edges. The third one just crumbles in your hands.
I think I get what he's doing.
But you were able to get 2.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give these to Malador and tell him tie him to the bottom of your feet, so you can walk down the fucking stairs.
Okay.
Alternatively, I'm gonna cast levitate on Malador.
Well, in lieu of us losing a spell slot.
It's at will. I can just do it.
Oh, is it?
How long does
Yeah.
levitate last?
A concentration for 10 minutes. I can
Oh,
re-up
boy.
it because I can do it at will.
Yay!
I tied the rope around me.
Do you tie those to
So
your
now you
to
have
your feet as
shoes.
well?
Well, I'm giving them to Malador either way.
Oh, he kind of dropped them as he started levitating, but he has the rope still, so he tied the
All right.
rope around himself and dropped the rope for one of them to grab.
All right.
Okay, we're
Oh,
on
give it
half
the
an hour now.
Malador
We need to go.
Garrison, Garrison, take the
levitate-
rope.
Does levitate have a limit on how high he's able to go?
I think 60 feet. 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay.
We have a Malador balloon.
All right.
And that's what the rope is for, because he can't move. It's just up.
Oh,
Move up
okay.
and down.
So he levitates, and you guys literally have to pull him along the rope,
Yep.
like you're walking a dog that doesn't want to go for a walk. Okay.
Garrison, when I
literally a
fall, you
Malador
have
balloon.
to catch me.
Literally a
No.
Malador balloon. Okay.
I
So
gave you the
I can keep
shoes.
doing this.
Vidar, you have to catch me. Because he's going to be
We
an
have-
asshole.
We have
I
four-
will try.
we have
Thank
4
you.
spiral staircases. Which one are we going to?
Any
The
distinguishing
third one on the
features?
right.
They all look exactly the same. They're a bright polished silver.
The last
And they're the
Teeny,
same
teeny,
windy staircases before. It literally, instead of 4 staircases leading into one, it's just 2, 2, 2, and 2.
Well, considering
First
we're on
one
a
on the
time
left.
crunch, I say we go to the first one that's closest.
You guys are directly in between the far right and the one right next to it.
When in doubt, go left.
Yeah, far left.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
go
it
to the
is
second one.
mode.
Far left or the left of the party?
One to the
To
left.
the left of the party.
Just left.
Okay,
Fine.
that one. Got you. Okay. So again,
Dragon.
you step up onto the platform. It's the circular bars that are meant that look oddly like you're supposed to hang on to them for balancing reasons, and then it's a staircase that goes slightly to the left and a reasonable incline. The steps are little over a foot in width, so there's plenty of room. They're not like really tiny or anything. They're pretty good sized stairs, and they go down roughly about 5 feet, connect to the spiral, and start going. This one, unlike the other one, as you get closer, it does not spin to the right, it spins to the left. Which Cammy would immediately notice because you were the first one down the other stairs. I got lost first.
Going down.
Okay.
As we go down, do we go back into that same like dimensional?
Well, it
Shit.
depends. How are you guys going down? Are you all holding onto the rope? Are you
I'm
holding
holding onto
hands?
that
Are you
rope.
all going down at the same time? How's everyone going down? And what's the marching order? I know
I'm
Malador's
gonna go
last.
right behind Cammy.
I'm in a
I'll go
hurry
right behind
to get him
Yorick.
down, so I'm probably first.
Okay, so Cammy,
it's
Yorick,
Cammy,
Steven.
Well,
Yorick,
Depends on
Steven.
how far behind me Malador is being held in the marching order.
Well, how long is the rope?
I'm holding it fairly close
Okay.
because I don't want him to hit his head on the stairs as we
So
go
Vidar
down.
needs to be
Stairs
behind
up.
Cammy.
Okay, so we got Cammy. Vidar needs to be behind Cammy.
Yep.
Then we'll go with Yorick. Steven said he's going behind. So
Garrison, cover the rear.
Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're actually going to put Malador right behind Cammy since she's holding him that close. And then Garrison
be
will
able to
be the
beat-
Garrison will be the caboose. All right,
The
I got
caboose.
your muncher. Okay. So yes, Cammy, you since you're the first one in line, and actually, Malador, you were on someone's back last time, so you did have that elevated view. The moment you enter the staircase, it's exactly like the other one, but in the opposite direction. So the moment you step foot past the threshold into the staircase, you're looking around and everything else is gone. Like you look behind you and there's Malador, and then Vidar appears, Yorick appears, Steven appears, Garrison appears, but then there's no staircase leading back to the platform.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and go back up again because that worked last time, or are they in the way?
They're in the way.
Is it too thin?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
enough
start
for
going
one
backwards.
person. It's enough. So Cammy turns around and starts trying to like shove her way through the group to go
No,
backwards.
I was telling them, guys, go
Okay.
backwards.
Okay.
I wasn't just gonna try and force it, lest we fall off.
Isn't the point
worked
of the
last
stairs to go
time.
down?
Well, I went up last time and then it got like really dark, and then I cried, and then it turned into a slide, and then it went down.
So then we should still keep going down then.
Well, no, you guys can keep
either
going
way,
down.
we're getting to the bottom.
If you guys can just like, well, it was faster because it was a slide, and also I don't know if it's magic or not. So, and I got there first, so I mean.
And we don't really know what's at the bottom, so sliding down at high speed could be very dangerous.
Worked out fine last time, and I've got Malador to slow down the fall.
Not cool.
You're suspended in midair. It's naturally gonna slow it down.
I'm gonna drop a card.
Hey, Cammy.
Oh.
Hey, Cammy. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Malador's expendable.
Just let him go. Just to let him go at this point. If he's gonna throw.
I didn't hear him say that though, so I don't actually know. I'd try and stop him from doing the card thing. I'm like, nope, Jesus, stop. Okay. You guys can keep going down if you want, but I am going to go back with the Malador balloon.
Vidar is also going back.
Squeeze by.
Vidar, you're going back. Vidar!
I mean, eventually.
Okay.
All right. So Cammy and Malador against his will and Vidar are all turning around and going back. Steven, Garrison, and York continuing to go down.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep going down.
Okay.
We should probably stick as a group.
I mean, this worked last time, but if you guys don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm just gonna do it because it worked last time because I didn't stick as a group last time and it worked out great. So, yeah.
I just realized I have an injured leg. Do I need to roll dexterity to go down the stairs?
Yes.
Oh, man, I shouldn't have said anything.
Or acrobatics or athletics, one of the. Either way.
I'll do acrobatics. At least I have a
Okay, so York is going down the stairs. Who else is going down the stairs?
This is going to be a lot of damage if I fuck it up.
Well, apparently I'm going back, so.
Yes, you're kind of being forced because Malador is yelling at you.
It'll be fine. I can re-up the levitation. We'll probably get there before it even ends.
So, Cammy, Malador, and Vidar, as you guys turn around to go back, your immediate assumption is that you're gonna go up like the five stairs that you went down before she decided to turn around, and the entrance you came in is gone. You're just continuing to go up the steps, up and up and up and up. The difference is with this one, as you continue to elevate, instead of it getting darker and like the light source becomes sourceless, it's actually getting colder. You start to see frost growing on the sides of the staircase, and then eventually icicles start to form. And you can start well, Vidar, you don't notice shit. Well, you can see it, but you don't feel it.
Yeah.
But Cammy and Malador, are you immune to cold?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm immune.
So Vidar, you can't even like see your breath. You don't feel anything. You can see it. You can see their breath, and you can see the icicles forming. You just don't feel anything.
Yeah.
I would stop around the time that it felt like I stopped the last time, and then sit down and wait.
Okay.
Guys, I swear this worked last time. Maybe I need
rolled
to be
a
kind.
17 on
Malador, insult me.
acrobatics.
It's cold.
Okay.
No, I don't want to insult.
You are fine. You are able to limp your way down the staircase without falling, although that would have been funny.
That would have been a lot of damage, because I have no idea how long this staircase is. It'd be like that episode of Futurama where they're in the weird staircase painting apartment.
All right.
And
So
falls and just keeps falling.
Is it York, Steven, and Garrison all going down, or did the other two of you go back up?
I'm going down.
Okay, so you're right behind York. All right. Okay. Okay. All
Splitting
right.
the party always works great.
Oh, I love it so much. So you stop and you sit down and decide to wait a second. Okay. I need to do something then.
Oh boy.
Depending on how long passes, I'm going to try and start crying.
Okay. So, Malador, as you are floating aimlessly, tied to this rope, hooked to the shoulder of Cammy, not only do you notice the cold, but you begin to kind of feel yourself getting loose from the rope and inching toward the side of the staircase.
He can't move sideways.
Where that
I can't move.
He can't move sideways.
he's moving
He's being pulled then.
toward the side of the staircase where
That's
that beautiful
interesting.
silver is.
Hey!
Pull him back.
Okay. And Cammy, as you're pulling him back, I mean, like you make sure that like body touching body, you can feel a pull.
Bedard, just put me on your fucking shoulders.
There's something pulling on
Bedard,
It's
put
not.
me on
It's
your
not.
fucking shoulders.
It's not above
Don't.
your. It's not above your strength, but you can feel a pull.
That's
There is a
impressive.
resistance. There is a
But-
resistance.
I try to put Malador on my shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck all that levitating. Mm-mm.
Alright.
Do you drop the levitate?
I don't drop it.
Okay.
But I allow him to be moved.
Like a backpack, he is now on the back of Vidar.
He's a lot lighter than he would be.
Yes, a lot lighter.
So,
All right.
Unless you're gonna go to them.
Yeah, real quick. So Yorick, Steven, and Garrison, you guys are just walking down, walking down, walking down. Of course, you chose the guy with the damaged leg to be in front of the group. So
Well, at least
You're
if
at-
I fall, I'm not gonna knock everyone else down.
you're at kind of a slower pace going down the stairs. But again, it's literally just an endless circle staircase of polished silver. At certain points, it gets bright and feels like it's hurting your eyes to look at it, and at certain points, it gets dim and dull, then brightens back up again, then gets dim and dull. The further you go down, actually, I think, yeah, Garrison, you're fine with this one.
Mhm.
As it starts going down, you start to feel it get hotter and hotter and hotter. Sweat starts to build up on your forehead and dripping down your face. Literally starts to drip off the bottom of your chin. You can feel the heat. Garrison, you don't feel anything because you're ring, but you do feel the sweat accumulating, and you also see it on your teammates. It just, and like the railings start getting hotter to the touch. You start hearing a sizzle from the bottom of your shoes. Steven, you don't wear shoes.
Nope.
So your hooves are like hot. Like you stepped onto a stove for whatever reason.
They are. It's got a 5-star rating on WikiHoof.
On hoof.
God.
Those hoofs are hot. People pay to see them.
Only fawns.
That's so much better. Fuck.
Only fawns.
Dear
Hell yeah.
Lord.
I need Yorick, Steven, and Garrison to all give me dexterity saving throws, please.
Boo.
Oh.
Boo.
Oh no.
My internet kind of crapped out. Am I given a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, your camera shut off for a second, but you're okay. You're back.
Okay.
Not bad. Not terrible. But not great either.
17 on die. 21.
That's a 10.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. So, you guys are noticing the temperature change, and Garrison and Steven, you guys are like, because it's getting hotter, you become very, very aware of your surroundings. Yorick, on the other hand, just kind of starts looking up, and around, noticing to try and see if the heat is rising or if it's just in proximity. And one of the stairs go, and he misses the step and starts to tumble.
That's all you hear echoing back up
until you can't hear the tumble anymore.
When I see him start to fall, I'm gonna dash and try and grab him.
Okay.
What do you need? Athletics?
Yes.
Do. 23.
Okay. Actually, that's good because he'll only take 2. All right. Yeah, so Yorick, that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall, but Garrison is able to grab you before you disappear into nothing.
Thank you, Garrison. Stairs are difficult with a damaged leg.
Yep.
That is now even more damaged.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Wait, can I heal that somehow?
What, the leg?
Yeah.
It was more of an in-game, not a HP, because he had a massive piece of the ceiling fall on his leg.
So my leg is like
that's more of like a realistic damage than it is.
So
HP.
I can't just lesser restoration his leg.
Healing magic's still healing magic.
It is.
It would have to be regenerative or have regenerative properties.
Yeah, so like cure wounds or something.
So like healing magic.
I don't think I have cure wounds.
I do.
Oh, I do. I have cure wounds.
As I'm sitting here staring at it.
Didn't you actually use mass cure wounds before on everybody?
I got 7 from it.
I did. However, the
do it on
DM
yourself?
described it and said that my leg was still damaged.
Yes.
Even though, so.
How much damage did I say your leg took?
It was a lot because I went down immediately. It was like 20. No. It was like 48 damage.
Yeah.
Because we had that big discussion about whether or not I just flat out died or not.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
48 damage directly to his leg, so it has to exceed that for it to heal, which is why long rests and shit won't work.
I just feel the pain
as
more
a single
intensely.
spell or like collectively? Eventually?
Collectively.
So
over time it would regenerate and
over time it will regenerate. It was just
but
it was
I
more
don't
it was more of an in-game thing. Like I can't justify a long rest or a single spell healing.
All right, I'll just go take a nap and my leg will just magically feel better.
Yeah, right.
If only it worked like that.
Just like I told you, you guys could do targeted hits, but the AC goes up a little bit, and that changes the narrative. So, but yes, he had a giant chunk of ceiling from about 100 feet up drop directly on his leg. He's lucky he still has it.
Yeah. So my leg is like mangled.
Do we hear him falling?
No.
Okay.
You do not. However, Stephen, as you're standing there watching this, you watch York tumble. You see Garrison just kind of like blink out of existence and then blink into another part and grab Garrison by the back of his robe. Simultaneously as that happens, Garrison, because I'm assuming as when you dash and you grab him, I'm assuming you're floating because Garrison always floats. So as you grab him and you're standing about a foot in the air, the rest of the stairs all start to flat down. And you hear that flat down until you can no longer hear it. So now, Stephen, you're on a step, and then in front of you is just now what looks like a slide leading down to the bottom. And it is orange.
Going to hell.
Orange with traces of red and white.
The angle
hey, the blue
that makes me
correlates.
think that it's really hot.
What?
Which Garrison, again, you can't feel at all, but Yark, as you're being suspended in the air, being held by him, and those stairs start to drop, that bright red white starts to really like show itself on, and you can feel it. You can feel the heat coming off this now slide as you're being suspended about a foot off the stairs. On to you three. It is unbearably cold.
Well,
Unbearably
I
cold.
wish I wish I could just flick my finger right now, but
well, I mean,
There you go.
we should probably start heading back down, maybe, or
No,
try and
let's keep going.
Or I feel like it's just gonna get colder though, because it's gotten really cold.
I say we keep going.
I say you're insane. All right, let's go.
Okay. You guys continue to go up.
Yeah,
Okay.
begrudgingly.
The three of
Green
you,
flame
I
blade.
need. Yeah, the three of you, I need Constitution saving throws.
Doing green flame blade. Just holding it.
As like a flashlight.
Oh, nice.
No, for heat.
Okay.
I think I have that.
That actually emits heat.
What did you want?
I mean, it does fire
Constitution
damage.
saving throw.
Oh, okay.
What do I choose to-
Vidar, you don't need
I
one.
had that.
19
you.
plus
Sounds good.
9.
Okay.
Not you. That means-
Whatever
Yeah.
that is.
19
is
plus
it.
9, 28.
Yeah.
That is what?
6.
Okay. Vidar, again, you don't feel a thing. As you guys continue to elevate, it gets thicker and thicker it goes from frost to literal ice being formed to the point where the staircase is actually getting more and more narrow. The icicles are getting bigger to the point where they're like, you could literally use them as weapons at this point. Cammy, you are too cold to continue moving. Vidar, you don't feel a thing, and Malador, you're fine.
Malador's been so unaffected for so long. It's just like whatever.
You don't freeze into an icicle, no, but you're like you get to the point where just being where you are too cold to move. You
Told
just
you
stop.
this was a bad idea.
I'm throwing a card.
You just walk back down.
You throw a card?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
It
gonna try
freezes
and grab
midair
him.
and it freezes midair and just stays there.
It's so
Suspended
cold,
in air.
the laws of physics don't even apply.
I'm going back down. I'm going.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go.
Oh. Can you roll for that card for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh no. I don't like that smirk.
$89.
Oh my god.
All right.
Uh,
Do you guys turn around and go back down?
I am. All
right.
Don't care about them. I am going back down. I cannot be up here.
But are
This
we gonna go?
sucks.
Sounds good.
You-
Sounds good.
You do notice, as weird as it is being on this staircase, that as you start to descend, it does actually start to warm up, which you wouldn't think would happen because normally you literally lose yourself in whatever pocket you're in. But it does actually start to cool off to the point where you can see the walls starting to move back in, just a layer of frost, the icicles get smaller. Eventually you make it back to what you think is where you were sitting down. Do you just continue to go?
This is stupid. Can I try to cry?
Maybe our turn around a
I'm
little.
gonna sit back
mean-
down and start fucking.
I'm gonna
I mean,
roll
let's-
the cry.
Hey,
Let's see how
what was
Cammy
the-
is.
what was the
Cry on
picture on the
demand.
card?
Go.
I can. Do you want
What's
me
up?
to? Oh, the picture.
You wouldn't. You don't know the picture on the card. You just threw it,
Oh, you're right.
and it froze in air.
And then
Can I
you were
still see
pulled
it?
away.
You just turn around.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
A giant house lands on the stairs.
There's another Cammy inside.
Imagine. Now that would be wild. That's a lot of dice.
Malador out here duplicating Cammy. He found the duplication glitch.
Found the glitch. 2 of her.
I have more characters now.
I want 99
Each one
rare
gets their own
candies.
character sheet.
uh,
I'm upset at myself that I didn't look at the card.
yeah.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
That was a lot of
And
dice.
he just keeps rolling it too. It's not even like one roll.
Yep.
Remember how he said to not blow up the castle? Maldor didn't do it. The card did it.
Yes. Because blowing up the staircase with silver stairs couldn't possibly go bad.
Okay.
Silver shards everywhere.
That is fine. So, Stephen, Garrison, Yorick.
Oh Lord!
As you two are hovering above this now slide of a staircase, this ramp that you can literally see and feel getting hotter to the point where now the orange, red, and white is starting to actually like blend and move together, and trying to figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. You hear a massive explosion above you. Like you actually hear something from another part of the staircase.
I'll give you 3 guesses on who that was.
Well, it was nice being here. I really enjoyed guesting.
Right?
I had a great time.
I should have just taken that deck of cards when I had the chance.
Cammy, Vidar, and Malador.
Yeah,
I need dexterity saving throws.
I get a 19. Plus my save, so 23.
Okay.
31.
Jesus Christ. 15.
Okay. Malador, how much health do you have?
Oh no.
81.
Okie
How do I have more than you?
How do I have the
Um,
Well, that's not my
I
max.
have more than you.
My
Oh.
max is 109.
You
Oh,
have
you should
81
have
left.
that.
Okay.
I have
And
81
y-
left.
He also took damage from my dragon.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
your
did.
fuck ass dragon.
Okay. Okay. So Vidar, do you have something with fire?
I think I have
Resistance.
resistance to it.
Check, please.
So I'm definitely not immune anymore, correct?
That's
Yeah, I have
correct.
resistance to fire.
Depression.
Okay, so now I have to do math.
What?
Math ain't
Why did it
mathin'.
have to be a fireball?
You can just put it in a calculator,
I could.
That's what I've been doing.
or you could
I
tell
get-
us.
I've given
it's
up
just
on my
it's just
mind.
half of all the fire damage.
Yeah, it's just half of the fire damage because you
All right,
succeeded.
so
It's resistant.
Vidar, you take
Yep.
23 points of fire damage.
Oh, I'm okay. It's only
Cool.
50 damage.
Nope,
No,
that was
that's
a
halved
quarter of it.
twice.
Cammy, you're gonna take 47,
Works for me.
and
Oh.
Malador is gonna take 94. So Malador goes limp on your back, Vidar.
Jesus
a-
Christ.
Massive explosion right above your heads.
How much
goes
damage
off.
did I take again? 20
You
something?
took 23.
Oh my god.
Cammy took 47, which once again you lose most of your hair, and Malador, you have like skin missing from your head down to your tailbone, and most of your clothes are burnt, which Malador is used to being naked anyway. But yeah, 94. So you go out. You go limp on his back.
Yeah.
And once this explosion hits, all 6 of you simultaneously, not knowing how far you are away from each other, all begin to hear
Malador!
And you start to feel a shift, and this funnel that you're standing in start to lean
Oh my god.
to your right.
I just blew up the tower.
Featherfall.
Is there a hole where the explosion left?
Well, it's above you. So I
Does it
mean,
fly at the top of the
again,
tower?
Your wings
like
fly,
as you
baby
look up,
girl.
as you look up now at this point, you can see a little bit of it because you ended up going around a couple of you ended up going down a little bit prior to the explosion. But as you look up, you can make out like a little sliver of maybe a hole where the staircase is no longer. Cammy, you're gonna cast Featherfall.
Well, we have to technically actually be falling, so.
Yeah, well, you're kind
I'll
of
just
not
wait.
at this point. But yes, you guys all start to feel this funnel that you're standing in to the right, and just goes and goes. What are you guys doing? It's starting to pick up speed.
I'm gonna throw Yorick on his dragon's back.
Okay.
Which
Zaphrax is in the air, trying
I'm
to be anyway, as much as she can inside the staircase.
pick up DB and Steven is with us.
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't.
And throw them over my shoulder and fly.
Okay. All right. So as the staircase starts to fall, Vidar, you said that you were going up.
Yes, I'm flying up.
Okay, so you're flying up with Malador. Cammy, you actually start to be suspended in the air, so Featherfall does actually work.
Yeah.
But you're literally
I'm
in
just
between the, you're just
floating.
featherfalling, but you're floating with the speed of the tower. And Garrison and Zaphrax, as you start to fly looking for any space to go, not just kind of suspending, but just like flying around, not only do you run into Cammy, which is not something that you see, is just these, like, from below you, Garrison, Zaphrax, Yorick, and Steven start coming up the staircase, which from what you remember the last time shouldn't have happened. But you guys all make your way toward the hole that was blown in and make it out just to watch this endless length and heavy ass silver tower fall down into this endless pit, as you are now all just kind of like floating and elevated in this giant 30-foot dark area. Anyone with dark vision, you have to half it, but it does work.
What do I
Cammy, because you have
I can see through
Featherfall,
magical darkness. If this is
Yeah.
magical darkness, I can see through it.
but you
I
have
can
to
see
half
through
it.
as well.
I can see through
You
as
have to
well.
Halved.
I can
you have
see
to
through
half it.
all of it, no matter
Which
what.
York, your half is still 60.
Yeah.
Because you've got
I
fucking
believe.
120.
Yeah,
Me too.
same.
120
Uh,
plus Devil Sight. Love it.
Yep. So literally just, well, if you have
60.
Devil Sight, then you're fine. Max
Okay.
it out.
Oh, well, I've got double.
120.
Where the
Let's
fuck
go.
did
All three of you. All three of you. So Steven, Cammy, and Yorick, your vision is just fine. Anyone that has dark vision, magical or otherwise, you have to half it. But Cammy, because you got Featherfall, you're literally floating down
I am
away from the
falling
group
at 10 feet a second. Well,
as everyone else is suspended in the air.
guys, I'll see you at the bottom, maybe? I can't do this forever, though. So,
So Cammy, as you're falling this 10 feet a second, you're watching this tower fall and fall and fall and fall and fall and fall. It just doesn't seem.
Yorick's bracelet?
It just doesn't seem to have an end. It just continues to fall.
Where the fuck is it?
I can't do anything to stop this.
I'm
And
gonna
ironically enough, as you guys are looking around, those other 3 staircases aren't there. It's just a black pit. Like you look up, you can't see the platforms. You look around, you can't see the staircases. It's just a black pit.
Is it getting hotter?
No.
Okay. but I wouldn't
I'm
know
gonna
it
have
would do that.
Zathurax dive
There it
down so
is.
that we
This
can
actually-
catch Cammy.
Cammy, this actually reminds you of the realm
I
of
can see
Emissir.
60 foot, so I can see up to 30 foot, right?
Yep.
I'm just sitting, waiting
This
for the
actually
minute to be up. Where I'll
This
start falling
this
again.
reminds you of the bubble of Emissir.
Yeah.
Didn't you just
Well-
cast it again once it runs out?
Yeah, but that I have a limited amount of wizard slots.
Well, I'm gonna have Zathurax dive
take
down
a
so
long
that I can
rest.
catch Cammy.
Okay, does she have acrobatics or athletics?
I have them.
No, Zathrax.
Oh,
I know you do.
as I'm falling, can I be like
Perception.
Immersive?
Dar,
Right.
you gotta help me.
Immersive?
Blind sight, dark vision,
I, like,
passive perception.
feel- Immersive?
Always getting into trouble,
Or does it
aren't
just
you, my
remind me?
child?
Oh.
Okay.
I do not have acrobatics or.
Listen, I
It would just be a straight dex check for her then.
think I know who you are, but also I know that I don't. And I'm really confused. What did you do to me?
That's a 19.
Okay, yeah. So, Cammy, as you're confused and talking to who you think might be Emissir because you called out and a voice came back, a dragon just goes right underneath you and hooks you right back up to the group.
What?
Interesting company you keep.
It's not out loud. It's just in my head.
Mhm.
Guys, I'm hearing voices.
And to answer your question, I'm the
that's
one you
normal.
originally made a deal with, which is why I gave it back to you. Your memory's a little foggy. My name is Emissir.
It's not foggy. There's. It's weird. Can we get out of the hole, guys? And then I can talk to the
Voice in your
deity?
head.
I think I know he's a deity. Oh, here we go.
Did,
So, Cammy, in this moment, you're literally having two
I'm just-
different memories
yeah.
collide together. So you're having the memory
Ricocheting.
of first meeting Emissir and acquiring this power based on the deal that you made with him, while simultaneously having the memory of having all that shit sucked out of your head, colliding together.
It's real fun.
did,
Can we go back up?
Did Cammy ever bring up the fact that Malador drugged her?
Yeah, he did it
3
3
times.
times.
3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. 3 times.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Just taking notes.
I will help you and your friends one more time, but you owe me.
I'm sure we can just get out of this pit. I don't know if I want to owe you anything. You're just some guy in my brain who I know.
Is Cammy saying this out loud?
I am. I don't know how else to talk to. Well, I do, but I don't. But I do.
Malador dead on Vidar's back.
Yeah, he's dying.
Oh yeah, give me a death save, please. By the way, because no one's
Oh
healed
wait,
you yet.
hold on. I
I'm
fucking
okay.
forgot.
I got an 18.
I
okay, I gotta
I
save.
cure wounds you. I cure wounds you.
Okay.
I cure
How
you
much?
wounds.
14.
14. Hell yeah.
Cure wounds
That's
damage.
pretty good. I'll take that. And then I'm gonna eat a crystal. He's gonna.
You don't have any more
Oh,
healing
yeah,
crystals.
Yeah, do I have one left?
No, you don't. You
Are
used
you
it
sure?
last
Because I
time.
have it
Yeah,
in my book.
you used it
I
last
have one
time
left.
when it was just you and Tyler.
Are you sure?
Yep. Because you gave it to Yorick to get me back up so that I could get Cammy back up.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then where are my potions? I was given a potion, I think. Did I not put it in my fucking inventory? Of course
I don't
not.
know. Did you?
I don't know, but someone gave me potions.
Oh, yeah,
and they're just gone.
I have potion.
You want to hand it over?
I'm like having 2 migraines.
She's having
and
a
on the
mental
back of
breakdown
a
right now.
dragon.
Not doing too hot. I'm sorry I threw a card.
Didn't we just have a discussion about, not throwing cards?
No. I just love to find out what they do,
Do that on your own time. Do some research on them.
It's impossible to do research on them when the bitch is dead.
Well, so we think.
You're right about that. I've cast Identify on them like every other day, and it does nothing. Have I casted Identify on the cards?
I don't think you ever have.
I don't think you ever have.
I should do that.
That would probably help.
I'm assuming we'll go back to the ship, and I'll take a long rest, and then I'll do that.
All right. So after being suspended in the air for a little bit, you guys all, against your will, start feeling like you're falling. Not very fast, but falling. Kind of like Featherfall was cast on the entire group.
Okay,
or
but
like
if
a
this counts
reverse
as a
levitate.
favor, if this counts as a favor, then
Then
you're
you all
doing
start
it
to drop.
with
Reverse
no
levitate is just
expectation.
gravity.
No, well, of course it is. But it's slower than gravity. It's controlled. Smartass. But yes, thank you for that. So you guys feel like you're dropping and dropping, and it feels like you're dropping forever. And despite flapping your wings, Vidar and Garrison, nothing. You guys aren't able to move up or side to side. It's just a straight fall down. Even Zaphrax is actually like trying to resist it, and it's not working. Cammy, you are very comfortably on her back.
Yep.
Just
sitting.
Until
complaining to the guy in my head.
Until the darkness goes away and is replaced by a just light room, almost like someone just flipped a light switch, and you guys are standing on the ground. At the very bottom of this large 30-foot diameter room. And rather than a staircase being behind you and a giant war door being in front of you, what you see instead, let me pull my notes out. Come play with us, Danny. What you see in front of you is a large wall, flat wall, about 50 feet wide and about 50 feet tall. And suspended in the air on this wall, you see Ro, there, Trock, Marcus, who's York's dad, York's mother,
my mom,
Willow,
huh?
Latha, and Stephen, Quick Minister's king. You see them all suspended up in the air, and you see them handcuffed by the wrists, collared by the neck, cuffed at the ankles, and a very pale blue but active electrical circuit connected to all the cuffs. So in that order, on the top, you see Ro, Ver, Trock, and Marcus. They are all within 2 feet of each other. Hands are up, not spread out, but the hands are up, wrist to wrist. Through all 4 of them are connected. Through the necks are connected, and through the ankles are connected. And then in between Ro and Ver, there is another line that goes straight up the middle. In between Trock and Marcus, there is a line that goes straight up the middle. And then below them, 5 feet below them, in the same pattern, wrists, neck, and ankles, is York's mother, Willow, Latha, and Quick Minister's King, all next to each other. So you guys are aware the King would be below Marcus, Latha would be below Trock, Willow would be below Ver, and his mother would be below Ro. But you see them all connected together. So the 4 on the bottom, there is the line that goes straight all the way up through, connecting the top 4 to the bottom 4. And then it's just a giant electrical circuit from wrist to wrist to wrist to wrist to wrist and down. Necks all connected, ankles all connected, and then the bottom and the top 4 connected together by a single line. And they are active electrical circuits. Like, it's not like, well, it's actually very reminiscent of now Vidar's arm, where it's moving. It's not different colors, but it is a pale, bright blue. And it is bzzz, and you can hear it. It's flowing through these lines. And as it
electrocuted,
it doesn't look like they are harmed in any way, actually, other than being beat up and bleeding. But it does not look like they are being electrocuted actively. And on the corner of each one, so it goes into a giant rectangle to cover them. So underneath, where it connects, going from the bottom to the top, you actually see a square, what looks like what would be kind of like a breaker. And as it touches that, it gets bright, and then it shoots it off into a random direction. So it's at the line that connects the bottom to the top, and then it's at each corner of the rectangle. So every time the circuit touches one of these blocks, the block flashes, and then it literally either splits or it just shoots off in a random direction at full power. And there's from what you can tell by looking at it, terrified or otherwise, it doesn't look like there's a pattern in what direction it goes. It looks like it's random. As soon as it touches the block, it either fires off in one direction at full power or it splits into 2, into 3. The line can go in 3 directions at once at any given moment. And even if the line, like if the electrical current is going this way and it collides, it connects together and continues going in either direction. So it just gets very powerful connecting together and then moves in one single direction. But that is how they are all connected together. Okay. I know. Tell her we said hello.
Will do.
Yeah.
Drive
Have
safe.
a good night, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Awesome session so far.
But yes, that is what you guys run into.
Maldor turned to Shark.
I know. I heard.
And touched Cammy. You are now stone skinned, and you look all cool. If you remember what that looks like.
So what does that give me plus?
+2 to your AC.
All right.
So, can we try and find the source?
Very
of
uncomfortable
said
for you.
Electricity.
You can.
Garrison smart.
How would you like to try and find it? With your eyes, your hands? How would you like to try?
I'm gonna roll right now. I'm just gonna look with my eyes. So.
Okay. So it'll be perception.
Mm-hmm. If it's good, I'm keeping it.
Do they look conscious?
No. Okay. 19.
19.
Yep.
Looking through it again. I mean, even with a 19, you're studying. It's not an instant. It's not an instant look. You do actually just like start to try and follow or make any kind of pattern with the electrical current, looking at these boxes as they brighten and shoot off, the way that everyone is formed up, because it's like perfectly symmetrical. The source that is causing it is lost on you. You are able to ascertain just by looking, though, that if you were to touch one of these blocks when it brightened, you'd probably have a bad day. There is only one that is conscious. Vidar.
Yep.
Latha very weakly looks right at you.
Damn. Okay.
Help. Help.
Is Darling with me?
Father, I'm here. Where are you?
Can you track me? I hold up my hand.
Yep.
Teleport.
Cool. So she's here now, right?
Just like out of the darkness comes this fucking owl. And what's really weird about her now is she's like the pure white owl.
Oh,
but
please
her,
tell me she's like.
but her eyes are electric.
White and electric.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I want. Oh, sorry, Vidar, are you doing something?
No. I was just waiting for Darling to get to me. Actually, I was gonna see if she would want to fly around the map for me.
Yeah, we need a
fly
UAV.
around just to be like a UAV, yeah.
Oh, like do her spiral?
We're calling a score streak.
Yeah, her spiral thing, just to see if like we can see if she can see anything else that we can't see.
Okay, make a perception check for her.
Perception.
Uh-huh.
She got a 13.
Garrison, do what?
I think I want.
Willow.
Yorick to cast Mass Cure Wounds on everybody.
Okay.
Idea great.
Why is he Yoda?
On like.
He's
Who's
Yoda?
Yoda? Who's Yoda?
Idea great.
On like
Fair
the
enough.
people that are chained up, like.
Oh, okay. Cast it on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many does he get with that?
I think he gets. I don't know if it goes up with level, but I think base one is 6.
Mass healing word.
Healing?
He's got mass healing word. He does not have mass cure wounds. So healing word is garbage, but it'll do something. And no, it does not go. Oh, well, it's 1d4 plus 4. If he casts it at 3rd level, which he will. So we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. What do we got?
Somebody should play a cleric for campaign 2. That would be fun.
Okay, so they will all heal by 7 as he casts mass healing word.
Because we've had nobody play a cleric, have we?
Yorick is a cleric.
Oh, really? Is he?
Yeah.
He's partial. And I believe Merida was a cleric.
And,
but yeah, so he does cast them. They look a little less beat up, but they're still unconscious. Latha is the only one that is awake, but she's like in and out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Garrison, do what?
If I wonder if we can get any information from Latha. If not, I'm looking at Vidar and his electric arm. I'm like, can that thing like absorb electricity?
Idea great! Idea great!
I have no clue. I could try.
First, ask Latha if she knows how to turn this thing off. She's like seen like the people that like torch it or like turn it on. You know what I mean?
While they were talking, I would have gone like, what happened here? What is going on? What is this? To Latha. Your mic's not working.
Rip.
Like as soon as you go.
Guys, this is very important information. Mute mic.
Yeah. So it's imperative.
We can't hear it.
Can't hear anything you're saying.
He's been muted by the gods. They don't want him to tell a story.
Gobs.
Nope, nothing.
Goblins.
Yes, by the gobs.
By the gobs.
By the gobs. That's what I call goblins.
Bueller.
Goblins Bueller, my favorite movie.
Goblins, ghosts, and ghouls.
Goblin
I think it's time for a new headset.
He can't hear you now.
Yeah.
He's taking it
No,
off.
he can't.
He took it off.
You're absolutely right.
He's mute, and now he's deaf.
Wow. Double whammy.
Should just start.
I know what he said there. He said, "God damn it."
Well, I mean, I legitimately don't know what to do in this room.
Wait a minute.
I have nothing that could help.
There we go.
Yeah, neither do I.
There we go.
Oh, you're flipping off 3 times? Yeah, fuck you too, buddy.
I guess we could also, before we try any of this, have Yorick. Nope, can't hear you. Arcana check, see if it's magical, and then possibly use dispel magic if he's got it. Or
Arcana check. I can't dispel magic.
yeah, or yeah, I was gonna say or Steven.
No, Mike.
No, Mike.
Can we see if it's, do you think it's just like plugged into a power strip somewhere?
Unplug and plug back in.
I did a perception.
Just an outlet
check
in the
and
wall.
I couldn't find where the power came from.
Ugh.
Your mic turned off. That means the electricity's off.
No.
You like that
We
one.
can do anything we want, and
electricity-
they
You hear me?
can't
That's good.
stop
So
us.
actually what happens is Cammy frees all the people and then they go home and then she lives happily ever after and the other guys can go and do whatever they want and it's great.
And then Steven becomes magical, super magical, and he can think really hard and he can pop any corn.
Whoa.
Any corn. I think the cell itself is just going to short out, just like
It's like the mic.
Fuckwit's mic. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just going to go out.
And then I
The
declare
electricity's
all
gone.
cheese to be made illegal.
Cheese is made illegal. Okay.
Yep. Cheese is illegal, and it will be replaced by
Bread.
turnips.
You know,
That's
whenever
weird.
you milk a cow and then you
I'm
turn that
killing the
around
goat.
and leave it in a can for a while and it turns into a turnip.
I'm eating the goat.
What?
You're eating
I've
the
There
needed-
is
I've
no
needed-
goat. There is
I've
no goat.
needed some meat.
Okay.
I was hungry.
All right,
Pause
go
for a
visit the
second.
Crank and Yank. What do you want?
Yeah.
From us?
And lamb chops sounds pretty good.
He's not a lamb, he's a goat.
Exactly.
Sorry, goat chops. My bad.
No chops.
I'm a Fae. I should just fuck off to the Fae realm someday and just never
That's
come
so
back.
real. That's what
You're done with this bullshit.
you did get banished. And so
Yeah.
on a technicality, you're technically, if you were born in the Fae realm, not from the material plane.
It would have sent
Is
you
your
back
input
there.
It would have
Unchecked?
just sent you there and left you. Because that's what banishment does.
Still nothing.
Yeah. He wants us to decapitate him. He did this. Man, this is my favorite part. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I was just about
It's
to
probably
say
good.
this
It's
is
probably
the
good we do
favorite
that.
part of the stream where it's we just try and do technical problems.
All right, guys. So next week, Fuckwit's gonna do a rap battle. Unless say something if you don't want to do it.
A rap battle.
Yep,
He
a
didn't
rap
say.
battle.
He wants to
He's
do a
gonna
rap
do
battle.
it.
Okay. So you better have that
When's
prepared for the
time when
talk next
Fuckwit
week.
does a
please,
rap
Fuckwit.
battle and his mic is muted the whole time, and we
It's gonna be
tune into
Fuckwit
it
versus
to help him.
Vidar. So Vidar,
No,
you need to
no, it's gonna be
need to
Fuckwit
make a
versus
rap.
Yorick. Yorick didn't say anything against it either.
Yeah.
I could do a rap battle.
That battle, like, Yorick and Fuckwit
I
next
took
week.
one musical
Mark your
improv
calendars.
So you write something. Fuckwit. You write something. Say something if you're not gonna write anything. See? We're good.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got him. He's doing
Speak
a
up
rap
if I
battle.
can't have that legendary ring of 3 wishes. Oh, see, there you go. All
Well,
right.
I guess it was the fears of your inventory.
All right, this is great, guys. All right, we're gonna end it here. On that note.
Well, it feels weirdly unofficial to end it
Okay.
here without announcing it.
Yeah.
Jake's got it. He's gonna close.
Yeah.
Or we need our little like
This
inspiration.
has been
quote.
Failed Attempt. Where
Oh.
a bunch of assholes play D&D. We've had a great night. Fuckwits tech sucks. So we're gonna end here tonight. I hope you guys had a great night. And
continue to
we will continue to be posting every Saturday and going live not at like 9:30. And we hope you all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Wild session.
It was great.
Fun. Adios. Good night, guys.
Goodbye.
Have a good night, guys.